Just look at all these dogs. They love me. They're going crazy. Oops. Welcome back to the channel. Wow, they're really riled up, the kids, the four-legged variety. I love my dogs. The more I get to know humans, the more I love my dogs. Mark Twain said something to the effect, but not the exact words I just used. Oh yeah, I'm back here at the country house. This is where I live. Well, got a little house over there. Cirilo, you're really intense now, buddy. And there's Martina. So yeah, I'm a dog lover. Period. I love dogs. They've done so much for me. I've done so much for them. So what do you think about dogs? Leave your comments. All comments welcome, except for the nasty ones, the rude ones. But everything else is always welcome. Venus, that's her name. Venus was her name and she's got it. Ooh, baby, she's got it. Dad, the old man, somewhere over there with his machete, doing his little machete job. And it's good, it's good, it's good. Look at all of these dogs. And so what am I going to talk about? I have no idea. Let me think about that. I had the idea, but it kind of like flew away. I was in Envigado for 2 days, but I just came back up here. Okay. I know what I'm going to talk about now. It was a topic that I left like hanging by a thread or dangling there in a few videos ago about my former girlfriend. Well, a long time ago. That was 20 years plus that we ended our relationship. And so how was it? What was it? So we met and here in Colombia back in 1998. And she's Colombian Paisa from Envigado. And we dated for 4 years and some change. And we were going to get married and all of that. We were going to get married. And I loved her, and she loved me. We loved each other. At least at the beginning, I still kept loving her. Kind of like that REO Speedwagon song. And I'm gonna keep on loving you. And, but you know, after a couple of years of being together, I think it was like after our second year of being together, I guess her interest started to wane because she was much younger than me, you know, because in the United States and in Canada, from what I remember, when I lived in the States, you know, usually a person you dated was, you know, maybe 2 years younger or 2 years older, kind of like that range. That was kind of like the norm, from what I remember. Because I've been living in Colombia for too long now, but not too long in a negative way, but for such a long time. And I love it. But here in Colombia, the thing is different. Let's change location a little bit. Let's walk on down the yellow brick road. But let's not bother the old man because he's somewhere over there. And I just want to be able to do this video without getting him, without disturbing his rhythm of work. He's working on some side over there, whatever. Or maybe he went to take a nap when I got home an hour ago. Something. Look at these beauties. Oh, they're just so cool. That's Oreo barking at Brownie, and Brownie's scratching her side. That's Kayla. That's Shanti over there. That's Cirilo. That's Martina. You guys know them already. For the ones that have been following me for a long time, or in the last 5 or 6 months, ever since I came back from Asia, from Nepal, with a stopover in Madrid, Spain for a few days. So yeah, I came back on May 27th. I landed back here in Rio Negro. This is Guarne, Rio Negro, somewhere in that direction. So yeah, we dated for 4 years from some change. Am I still recording? Kind of like Harold Balder saying, "Am I recording?" Let me look at it. Oh yeah, it's recording. It's recording. We're filming. So yeah, there's a 9-year difference between my ex and myself. Me being 9 years older than her, and in Colombia, when I remember when I came to live here, and even before I came, when I was coming on vacation as an adult, as a young adult, and everything, I remember people that I met, some guy dating a girl, or a girl dating a guy, whoever I met, whether it was the girl or the guy that I made friends with, or were friends of the family, whatever. And then they would tell me, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend or my girlfriend is 15 years younger than me, or my boyfriend is 15 years older than me, or my boyfriend is 20 years older than me." I'm like, "What? Excuse me? Come again?" I was kind of like in shock. I'm like, "What do you mean? Why?" And it was not once or twice. It was many times that I met people like that over the times they came on vacation, and then when I came to live here, and then I found out that this culture here in Antioquia, I don't know about other parts of the country, but women liked, and not as much now, not in 2024 here in December 2024, that's not as commonplace as it used to be. It has reduced a lot in terms of it happening. I haven't really met people nowadays that are young, especially in the professional world. Maybe in the neighborhoods, like low-income neighborhoods or in small towns, it still might be more of a, might be, but not as much as it used to be. Nowhere near as much. And now all these people that I've been meeting in the last few years here and everything, they're usually, what am I stuttering here? Stuttering Eddie here. They're dating people more along their age group, their generation. I'm X generation, Generation X, and all. So yeah, 9 years young. She is 9 years younger than me. So we dated for 4 years and 3 months, and we were gonna get married. I bought an apartment in Envigado, just making the down payment that they asked for, and then the rest was financed for 15 years, a mortgage. Then I got it brought down to 10 years because whatever it was, refinanced, but it was with a good interest rate, annual interest rate, and stuff like that. I hate fireworks, and those are people, some very unpleasant people that do that for no reason at all, and just not good because doggies suffer. Like Kayla, she's going back up to the house now because she suffers from that noise. Kayla's going back up, as you can see her going up the path there. She's going back up to the house. Venus is right behind her, but Venus doesn't suffer from that, from what I know. But for some reason, she's going back to the house with the rest of them. They don't suffer from that, except Oreo. She does, but for some reason, it doesn't bother her. It's not bothering her. So yeah. Oh yeah. So refinanced 10 years. So my ex-girlfriend. So her interest in our relationship, her interest in me started to wane. She started telling me that she felt that she hadn't really experienced life in terms of the dating game, and she was unsure, and I got that, and I actually even told her, "Look, why don't you just kind of like take a break or something or whatever, why don't you go out and date somebody, in your age group, whatever, from university, some guy you like." And I remember her telling me about a guy she liked that was one of her classmates or something at university, in college. I was not a jealous man. Still, I am not. I'm not a jealous man. Some of you might be thinking, "What the hell are you doing, Eddie? Why would you tell the girl to do that? Why would y'all take a break?" Hey, we're all free to choose. Nobody owns anybody. Just because you're boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife, doesn't mean you have sole rights to the person. The person can change their mind, and unfortunately, divorce happens a lot these days. Breakups, just in relationships where people are not married, that happens a lot too. So she went out with the guy a couple of times, just to see if they would hit it off or if the sparks kept flying, but they fizzled out. So we got back together, and after, I don't know, it was just so long ago, I don't know, was it a week or two, where I said, go ahead, do your thing and whatever, and I'll be here waiting like the Richard Marx song. Richard Marx, right here waiting for you. That's so funny now when I look in retrospect. So yeah, we continued our relationship, but then I saw things were not as strong as they used to be from her part towards me. I still kept on giving her all my love and everything, and wanted us to go all the way through because we had planned to have kids. We even had picked out names for the boy and the girl because we wanted to have 2 kids. I remember the girl's name was going to be Isabella, and the boy's name was going to be Juan Santiago. You know, she chose him, and I agreed. I wanted something American, but she was like, no, we're going to be living in Colombia, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. Honey, don't worry about it. She used to call me Pojo. That was the nickname, the term of affection, an endearing term. Pojo. Pojo means chicken. So, but that was kind of like the word that some women in her age group from her generation used with their boyfriends, a couple, not everybody. I remember hearing it a couple of more times. ¿Dónde está el pollo? Like, meaning, where's your boyfriend? Where's chicken? Chicken and cow. Where's cow? Okay, that's a funny one too. Cow and chicken. Looking back at it. So yeah, we were dating. We went back into our thing, but her interest was not as big as it was before. Her love for me, she still loved me, but in a different way, I imagine. And this is telling me my battery is low. Okay, thought I had, whatever, charged up a lot. Mi amor, ¿cómo estás, bebé linda? Venus. Beautiful, beautiful girl. And make this short because I think I got 20% left on the battery, on the phone here, on the smartphone. And so yeah, we kept going at it, a relationship, but it started getting worse and worse and worse. A lot of fights. She would break up with me, and the very next day she would call me to take her back. We went back and forth like that for a long time. I kept on taking her back. Then we broke up. I thought it was the real breakup. It lasted like 2 months and everything. And then one day she called me and she wanted to go visit me at my apartment, the apartment I had bought for us. I was living in the apartment already and everything. So, she came and visited, and then one thing led to another. Bam, we got back into it again for like a month and a half. I was so happy. And right towards Colombian Valentine's Day, which is in September, not in February, she went out with her college mates. They did their integration for Valentine's Day. It was just classmates, no boyfriends or girlfriends allowed. And she got involved with one of her classmates. And I mean, they made out and all that. She told me the very next day. She called me. We got together. And I was in college. I was a college student at EAFIT University. I was studying international business. And then she told me in the car ride, or something, if I remember properly, like, this is what happened and everything. She was taking me to my job because I was out of class. And then I had to go teach at some place called Empresas Públicas de Medellín, a power or electricity company here in Medellín, in the metro area, and all that. And she told me what had happened, that they made out and everything, and then she had strong feelings for the guy, and the guy for her. And I guess that had already been brewing, because that doesn't just happen with the snap of 2 fingers. And so I said, okay, I got you. We cried. I cried a lot more. She cried somewhat, because it hurt, but it was reality. I accepted, and that was it. And we broke up, and that was the end of that. We never got back together again. It took me 3 years to overcome her, to forget about it, because every time I saw her, because we had mutual friends and whatnot. And I remember I went to my friend's wedding, and his wife was her friend, and I met her before she met my friend, because I became friends with that girl's boyfriend when we would hang out, my girlfriend with her friend from school. and would bring her boyfriend along when they were dating. So we're friends to this very day. You've seen him in some videos, George, mountain biking videos in the past, like from 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. Like the last one I did was maybe in January of last year or something. Yeah, it's almost 2 years ago. Mountain biking videos, you'll see them in there. Jorge, George, Jojo, George. And so I wanted to tell you that story. I harbor no ill feelings towards my ex, Anna. Her name is Anna Maria. And I wish her the best. And let this be a lesson to you guys. Don't hate your former partner, boyfriend or girlfriend that you had, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife. Just don't hate. Even if they did you really wrong, just let it go. Let it go. You'll not thank me for it, but you'll thank yourself for it. And that was it. I don't know what else I could tell you. Love is a funny thing. It's a curious thing. But I would definitely want to be in a relationship again with a woman that is loving and that she and I fit into each other's mold, or whatever it is you want to call it, what we want out of the other person in the relationship, the prime things, the really essential things, like being a dog lover, because I love dogs. And if I start talking to a woman that doesn't love dogs, then that she doesn't like dogs, doesn't like them, and she's like, ugh, whatever, or please don't let them touch me, scared of them, whatever, I can't date that woman. How the hell she's going to come and visit me? I'm not moving from here. I'm not leaving this place. I'm going to be here for all these doggies until they're all gone, helping out my dad. And also, a couple other things like the spiritual joy, the spiritual journey, And Venus is back. Venus is back. Hey, baby. She's almost 13 years old. She's 12 years old. She was born here. And she grew up here. Ain't that right, baby? And there goes Cirilo. Tigre. Cirilo, Tigre, Tiger Boy. And Oreo. Oreo Cookie. Oreo. And Lalito. That's Lalito, the little black one over there, the male. And his brother, Bima. Oh, there you go. So, yeah, a couple of things in dating. But right now, I got to settle up a lot of things that are going on in my life right now. Not the time to start dating anybody, but maybe in 7 months from now, 5 months, I don't know. Let's not put a time frame on it, but when I feel the time is right, then I'll get back into the dating game. Uh-oh. One of them got cranky. Oh, it was him. Because sometimes she snaps at him and he cries like a big baby. They're going to be 2 years old. We call them los cachorros, the puppies. They're not puppies. They're going to be 2 years old at the end of January. Look at them run. Look at them just have fun. I love watching these guys do that. And a woman that ain't jealous ain't going to bother me because of whatever. Because a person that is jealous is because they have insecurity problems. They have self-esteem problems, self-love. And I can't be with that because I had my other ex-girlfriend, because I've only had 2 serious relationships. My other ex-girlfriend was in the United States, back in Georgia. And she put me through the ringer because she was so jealous, so insecure of life. She thought I was cheating on her, that I was, doing some other girl, some other woman. I never cheated on the 2 girlfriends I had. I was never with any other woman, not kissing, not doing the Humpty Dump dance. But that's life. There we go. We'll let you guys go. That's it for now. Bima, Lalito, they're brothers. They love playing. I mean, it's them 4 siblings, Oreo, Brownie, and Sundari somewhere up there. You saw her at the beginning of the video, the smallest one, but she didn't want to be on camera, so she hid behind the bush very quickly. So that's it. That's my side where I live, in case y'all don't know. That's my little house that my dad's letting me use, the first floor, not the second. And I'm getting the grass cut on that side this weekend. Dad doesn't want to have his side cut. He's just being in him. He's going to cut it himself or something. And I said, okay, plus it's not going that fast over here. Anyhow, he's over there. He's moving around in the bushes. He'll come on camera. He's not afraid of the camera. And then I'm going to just turn it off. Padre, ¿cómo está? Oh, that's Sundari. That little one. Relax, Dad. Relax. He's telling me that he was getting tangled up over there. He was going to fall or something. So I'm going to talk to him. He's getting a little cranky wanky. Let's see what he has to say.